Anyway, how's it going, everyone, especially YouTube? I'm back for more Trails of Cold Steel. Like I said in the previous stream, we should be on like the last, I want to say 10 hours of the game. So hopefully I can get this done within the next like 2 or 3 streams. Counting today. I stopped in front of Mix. You over there, grab that. Grab me some money. Green pendulums. I need proxy puppets. Alright. Already did the practical exam. Just Instructor Makarov, finish. Can you hear me now, quest? Then speak to Chief Johan. That's in Run again. I'm pretty sure I have that. Yes. You control exit. You want to watch some extra scenes. Or speak to Toa at the engineering building. You can speak to Patrick at the gymnasium. On the black cat in the bench near the academy field. Okay. So that side quest isn't until I'm at Ruhr. I'm pretty sure I'm good items-wise. How's it going, you three? Speed up. Speak to Toa, Patrick in the gymnasium. Let's save Toa for last, for obvious reasons. Cat is at the bench by the field, it said. That's a funny looking bench right there. How's it going, Celine? Right, now to the engineering building. Hello, everyone. Morning, everyone. Good morning. Huh. Didn't expect to see all three of you together this early. What gives? We were just talking about all of you, actually. I'm just glad you managed to decide what to do for the festival before you got shipped off on your field study. Sounds like you didn't waste any time putting George to work either. We did ask him for help with our orbital instruments, yeah. I'm hoping to have everything sorted out by the time you're back. Make sure you know what's going to happen. Make sure you know who's going to be playing what by then, though. We haven't even decided our genre yet. Well, that's definitely something you'll have to take care of. I'm more interested in the outfits, though. I'm thinking sexy, really sexy, especially the girls. Oh, you and I are on the same page. Don't even think about it. I'm not wearing one. It'd be a bit distracting if they ended up being as revealing as President Herschel's was. That was all Angie and Crow's fault. Why they wouldn't listen to any of my feedback. I hope you realize how much I'm counting on you to stop this, Rain. I'll see what I can do. On a less sexy topic, this month's field study sounds like a tough one. Ruhr's at the center of Ruhr's at the center of the Norcia province. The provincial army's influence isn't quite as blatant as in Ordis, but they still hold significant sway there. And the relationship with the railway military police is especially bad, so make sure you don't get wrapped up in all that. Really? And tensions are rising both inside and outside the country as it is. It's kind of worrisome. At least your field study has been planned out to minimize the chances of you getting into any trouble. What? What do you mean by planned out? Oh, didn't Instructor Sarah not tell you? Well, we can't spoil the surprise then, can we? What are you... Curiosity piqued. Well, they did call you to the field, right? Why don't you get going? I'm sure it'll all make sense when you're there. Slow it down. How come you guys all get to know and I don't? Sorry, Crow. Well, that's what you get for taking the easy classes again this year. What she said. Still, you're technically a second year, so make sure to back your new class up. Oh, I see how it is. Get a few more credits than me and you think you can get away with saying whatever you want. Well, sounds like we should head over to the field then. I didn't mean to hit that. Oh, customized weapon. No, didn't mean to hit that. I just meant to go to shop first. Bye. Master ports, got all that. Okay, so it is customized weapon. Modify. Alright, let's go to the student union first. See if there's any weapons I don't have currently. Oh, instructor. I wasn't expecting you to be... Sharon? Weren't you in the dormitory when we left? Indeed I was. But I was summoned here by Lady Sarah. So after seeing all of you off, I came straight here. How did I guess she'd get here before us? You know, at this point, I shouldn't really be surprised. Sheesh. She ain't the Ryford's top maid for nothing. Personally, I would have preferred not to ask her to come at all. But since she'll be acting as Group A's guide, I didn't have much of a choice. Why, thank you. Wait. Why would we need a guide? So you're telling me... Oh, it looks like everyone's here already. Oh, Sharon's here too. Huh, what's she doing here? Cooking, cleaning, instantaneous travel. You know, if you're not gonna voice act it, it'd be very nice if you at least don't make the dialogue go away so fast. Well, we've got all of you here now. And look at that, 9 a.m. right on time. Huh? What's that sound? It sounds like a rush of air. No, that's not quite it. Sounds to me like an airship. Are you kidding me? Look. What the hell is that? Here they come. Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that it was an option. What is that thing even doing here? Wow, it's so cool. A Crimson airship? Who does it belong to? An Imperial Army warship, maybe? Nah, not enough giant guns. Still, the shape looks familiar. Oh, now I remember. It's like the White Wings of Liberation. You think so too, right? You mean like the Arsail? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance. The Arsail. Wasn't that a high-speed cruiser from the Kingdom of Liberal? Indeed. It was on that very airship that Prince Olivert made his triumphant return to Heimdall. No way! They're not seriously going to land here, right? Of course they are. It's 75 arge. It's 75 arge from bow to stern. It might be a bit of a snug fit, but they should be able to touch down. Man, you've got to be kidding me. Wait a minute. How do you know how large it is? That's quite the thud. This is the best! It's actually very pretty up close. The more I look, the more it seems just like the Arsail, except red. It bears the crest of Erebonia, though. So at the very least, it's an airship from the Empire.
Salutations, my beautiful friends.
Fuck, it's Oliver.
It's only been 10 days since last we met, but I couldn't keep myself away.
Prince Olivert.
And Major Vander.
I'm glad to see you all again.
Your slack-jawed amazement says it all.
Why is there still voice acting yet Mueller has no dialogue? I hate when they do that.
It looks like this will be quite the crowd pleaser during its grand unveiling in Heimdall.
Wait, what grand unveiling?
Man, I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Still, the prince is just here in a supporting capacity today. To say nothing of myself. The real stars of the show are the airship and this fine gentleman we have aboard.
Who may you be referring to?
It's been quite some time. I see many familiar faces gathered here today, and several I've yet to have the pleasure of meeting.
Is that?
I know that voice.
The Radiant Blade Master?
Father.
So that's Laura's dad? Wait, who's the what now?
And look, Toval's with him too.
This isn't quite how I expected our grand reunion to go, that's for sure.
What are you doing up there? And what's with the hat?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Captain Victor S.R. Sade, who will be assuming command of this ship.
So that's what this is about.
I'll fill you in on the details another time.
What in the name of Adios is that?
Oh, hi, Patrick.
Wow, what a pretty ship.
This thing's a real piece of work.
Incredible! I've heard about the specs, but the numbers don't do it justice. Looks even better live than on paper.
Oh, hi, Principal.
Principal Van Dyke. You too?
Could someone fill us in on what exactly is going on here?
Your bafflement is quite understandable. The chairman of the board proposed a change to your travel arrangements for this month's field study.
Ooh. Whoa, why did that happen? 1 second. Oh, thinking about that, I hope that didn't happen. No, I don't think that happened at all on my stream yesterday. Because I scrubbed through the whole thing and it didn't look like it stretched out that way at all.
He's agreed to deliver all of you to your respective destinations aboard this airship.
What?
We'll be riding in style.
He's mainly taking it on its maiden voyage to unveil the ship to the nation. We're just kind of along for the ride. You'll be headed to the capital first, but from there, it'll be a straight shot to Ruhr.
Wow. I'm not sure what to say.
Oh, this is all so sudden. I think I need to sit down.
Well, should we be off, Your Highness?
Yes, that sounds marvelous. With that, let me be the first to welcome you, Class 7. Aboard the second Arsail-class high-speed cruiser, the Courageous.
Bye-bye. Not even our high-speed trains could hope to match that. That may be true, but we still have our own strengths. How's the investigation coming along? Well, they've been pretty blatant about trying to obstruct us. So basically, about what we expected. The same is true in other areas as well. Understood. Respond with Pattern 13. I'll head there myself this afternoon. Yes, ma'am.
My, what a spectacular sight! My brother told me all about it, but there's no substitute for seeing it soar through the skies. Simply beautiful. Yes, it really is. You're up there, aren't you, Rean?
Wow! That's the Courageous! Oliver had finally finished his airship.
It's a fine ship, isn't it? Prince Oliver seems to have gone to quite a lot of trouble having it built.
Is this the wind of change you intend to release across our staid and troubled land? Go, my son, and show me the caliber of man you can be.
Can you believe it's been almost 2 years already? And look at how far our debaucherous prince has managed to come. Partnering with Liberl to make a second Arcel-class airship, then cruising over the capital? I suppose that's one way to stick it to you for outmaneuvering him at the trade conference.
Let him have his fun for now. Still, this was certainly an unexpected play on his part. He and that band of students he likes to ship across the country have proven a never-ending source of entertainment. But now, my dear Prince Oliver, we have reached a decisive point. The board has been prepared, every piece in its place. Can you turn the tides in your favor? I look forward to finding out.
It's currently 10:02, and we have a north-northwesterly wind blowing in at a speed of 11 Arj. We've just passed through the Schwartz-Drake Barrier's airspace into the province of Nortia.
Current speed is 3,050 SPH. We've reached full cruising velocity.
Maintain current course and speed. Follow the Nortia main line, maintaining a distance of 200 Arj.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. So this is what the bridge of a cruiser looks like. It's all kinds of making my head spin. If I'm not mistaken, this ship is equipped with the Epstein Foundation's latest information processing system. Huh. So you actually managed to get the Reinford Group, Zeiss Central Factory, and the Epstein Foundation to collaborate. I suppose you would be well informed on matters of technology. It took the combined effort of countless supporters to make this to take this airship from blueprint to beautiful. I've caused a great many people no small amount of trouble gathering the technology and funds to build it. It's nice to know even princes have trouble with financing sometimes. Alas, it's true. I had to borrow quite a sum from a number of sources, the Emperor himself among them. But all my labors bore fruit, and we were able to build an airship that met all of my ideal specifics. Now, all of my ideal specifications. At a length of 75 arge, it's almost twice the size of the original Arsail. And with its sporting 20 of ZCF's high-performance engines, it can achieve a top speed of roughly 3,000 SPH. Not quite as fast as the Arsail's 3,600, but the courageous boasts high armor and interception capabilities. Good grief, she's memorized all the specs already. Still, the more I hear about it, the more unbelievable it sounds. Sounds like he's compensating for something. I'd heard something like this was in development, but I never would have imagined you'd pack this much power into it. Well, now we have a rough idea how extravagant the ship is, but what I don't understand is why my father's sitting in the captain's seat. He's not even part of the military. Unless... Father, did you actually enlist in the Imperial Army? Oh, sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry, I had to take care of something real quick. Cheat sheet back up. I can understand why you might be perplexed. However, the ship isn't a part of any military force. Huh? So wait, is it officially regarded as the property of the Imperial family? Precisely. I intend this ship to give wings to a third faction of sorts, unconnected to both the Imperial and Provincial armies. To that end, I could think of no finer captain than Viscount Arsaid. Well, that at least explains some of it. I see what you're getting at. Yeah. The fastest airship in the Empire, captained by the Radiant Blade Master. Couldn't ask for a stronger deterrent than that, I'll say. Well, that's my hope anyway. About half the crew here are on loan from my division, the 7th Armored. The rest are civilians, representing a variety of nationalities and social classes. As for me, I'm here because I'm just that good at gathering information. They've also tasked me at English, speak. They've also tasked me as the point man for keeping in touch with the guild and its local branches. Makes sense to me. Tolval's definitely a good choice. He's got tact and patience to spare. Me, on the other hand, I'm more the face-punching type. Frankly, I'm still shocked we're here. I'd never have imagined we'd be flying in such a marvel of a ship, with such a distinguished crew. You've got me curious, though. Are you intending to tour the whole Empire like this? That's our plan, yes. That's our plan, yes. The hope is that it might help assuage some of the tension that's been building across the nation. And if we happen to intimidate the Imperial Liberation Front while we're at it, all the better. Ah, that makes sense. Considering they've got their own airship too. The Intelligence Division and the RPM, the Intelligence Division and the RMP seem to be keeping them in check for now. But having a ship like this in the air will definitely put even more pressure on the Liberation Front. In other words, this ship allows me to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Genius, isn't it? And if I ever feel the urge to stretch my wings, I can take to the skies whenever the mood strikes me. Perhaps one day I'll even be able to put on a recital soaring in the sky above Heimdall. Well, putting aside certain idiotic flight of fancies, at this speed, it should take less than an hour to reach Ruhr. Feel free to make yourselves at home while you're aboard. Aside from restricted areas like the engine room, you have the run of the ship. Go and poke around a bit. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks. I think I'll take you up on that. Honestly, you could have told me about this a little sooner. Is this the reason you've been so busy lately? I apologize for the secrecy, but much of this project fell under the veil of strict confidentiality. There are some things I'm forbidden to speak of. Even to my daughter, I'm sure you realize that. But Klaus must have known, right? Why was he allowed to know while I was left in the dark? Well, we're really honored to have been invited aboard. We can rest a bit easier once we arrive in Ruhr, knowing we have an Imperial escort. Indeed you can. The Provincial Army will have little choice but to accommodate you. This ship's purpose is to act as a deterrent to both factions, as well as the Imperial Liberation Front. By doing that, we hope that the courageous will hold the old guard at bay long enough for something new to take root. I'm sure it will. They chose wisely in naming you captain. Still, I assume that's not this ship's only purpose. Well, true. Building an airship this advanced seems excessive if all you're going to do to use it is at True, building an airship this advanced seems excessive if all you're going to use it as is a deterrent. Laura's right. There has to be some other purpose. No, there has to be some other purpose it was made to fulfill. Very perceptive of you. I regret that I wasn't able to discuss this. Well, I regret that I wasn't able to discuss this with you properly when you were in GLEGam last month. But I'm proud to see just how much you've grown since you enrolled at the academy. I have my class to thank for that. Learning alongside them has been a constant source of insight. So tell me, Reen, how's she doing? Laura getting along with the other students? Huh? I think she's been fitting in. I think she's been fitting in fine. I see. And that's reassuring to hear. At times, I worry that growing up in a sword-fighting household caused her to end up less well-rounded than her peers. I hope you and the others will continue looking out for her. Of course. We're glad she's with us. I can't imagine Class 7 without her. I can't help but get the feeling that she's something more to you than simply a classmate. Whatever the truth may be, I hope you'll continue treating her as the lady she is. I'm not one to abide inappropriate behavior towards my daughter. I don't have the faintest idea what you're talking about. But I'd like to think I know how to conduct myself towards my classmates. Good, good. That's what I wanted to hear. What are the two of you going on about while you're what are the two of you going on about with all your whispering and your furtive glances? It's nothing you need to concern yourself with. Just a little discussion between men. You needn't worry. We'll be sure to get you to your field study safely. As a student of Thor, I expect you to give it your utmost. Huh? He really does care about her. Come on, nobody wants to see dudes sing. It's all about the ladies. Besides, if we make the outfit skimpy enough, guys will be breaking down the doors to get in. Are you three working out what to do for the concert? Yeah. We've got the general gist of it figured out now, but... Let me ask you, Reen. Would you prefer male or female vocals? That's a really important question, too, since it'll change the audience we draw. That's a tough decision. Why don't we try both, then? You know what? That'd be perfect. Yeah, I really like that idea. 2 songs would be the perfect length, too. Rehearsing will be a bit tougher, but I think we should do it. It's less us... It lets us... Fuck! English, read! It lets us both play... It lets us use both plans, too. You won't see me complaining. He seems really excited for this. Your ideas have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer. You realize that this will put us in direct competition with Class 1, correct? We'll need to do something with a degree of class in order to take them on. Right. Red means can't enter. Blue means let me in. Don't need any of that. No one's here, especially not a little cat that decided to sneak in.
Instructor Sarah? Tovo? What are you guys doing out here?
Oh, just a little bracer-to-bracer information swapping.
That's about the long and short of it. Been a while since I saw you guys, though. Not since last month in GLEGAM.
Yeah, always nice to see a friendly face, though.
Well, despite keeping in touch with him and setting up these arrangements, it came as a surprise to me to see him on board, too.
Clearly, it was meant to be. Honestly, I was only brought on because of my connection with Viscount Arcade.
This airship really is in a class all its own, though. It's not every day you see a ship owned by the Imperial family and captained by the Radiant Blade Master.
This cruiser has the potential to be an important force in Erebonia going forward. Without ties to the Imperial or Provincial armies, it can potentially keep both of them in check if need be. It might not be able to do that quite as well as a strong guild presence could, but it...
That's true. It still frustrates me how the guild used to be an institution here, and now we're just barely keeping the lights on. At least the Crossbell branch sends its people over to help us out when we need a hand, though.
Wenzel's one thing, but we owe McLean so many favors, I've lost count.
McLean?
Oh, yeah, I guess you would have heard of him. He's an A-rank bracer over at the Crossbell branch. A guy we used to work with named Wenzel works there now, too. Wait, maybe we should back it up a bit.
The guy we're talking about is Arios McLean, aka the Divine Blade of Wind.
Give me 1 second.
The name probably sounds familiar to you because he's also a practitioner of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade style.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. I've never met him myself, but I heard a lot about him from my master. He mastered the school's second form. It sounds about as untouchable as anyone who holds the title of Divine Blade.
Well, he's pretty damn strong, I'll give you that. Bailed me out of more tough spots than I'd like to admit. Speaking of, you know who else is a student of the 8 Leaves School? Cassius Bright. We were talking about him before, remember? He's the bracer who took command during that big incident 2 years ago. Though from what I heard, he left the way of the sword behind a while back.
Cassius Bright was here in Erebonia. Wait, 2 years ago.
It was an eventful time, to put it lightly. And yeah, we have Cassius to thank for getting us past that. But afterward, well, you know the story from there. They shuttered guild branches all across the Empire, one after the other, and your dear, sweet instructor was out of a job.
I'd be glad to give you all the grisly details, but it's a long story. But hey, the guild seems to have a good track record with folks from the 8 Leaves School. Maybe you should consider a career as a bracer. Door's always open, you know?
Me? A bracer? Huh. I never really thought about it before.
Hey, there's enough of us singing the bracer blues without you trying to recruit my students.
Never hurts to start them early. Seriously, though, we're always looking for more good people. If that's something you wanted to do, I wouldn't turn you down.
I'll give it some thought. Right.
Alright, you gotta give me 1 moment.
At long last, the courageous is finally taken to the skies of Erebonia. I feel like a mother hen watching her chicks leave the nest.
I'll take your word for it.
This may sound a bit forward of me to say, but it sounds like you had some hurdles getting this project together.
It was no easy ride, I'll say that.
I doubt it would have come together without the prince's unwavering dedication and tireless work. He had to find the time to raise funds and oversee the entire project, in addition to all his official duties. And to add to that, he had to take care of all the arrangements necessary to get Viscount Arcade installed as its captain.
I can't even imagine how busy your schedule must have been. Even from a student's perspective, it sounds brutal.
Well, for this ship to have any weight as a deterrent, I needed the Viscount. Thankfully, he agreed to my request. My plan is to create a neutral third power capable of acting independently of our nation's two competing factions. You can think of the Courageous as the first physical embodiment of that ideal.
A third party, huh? I feel like I'm starting to understand at least part of what it is you're trying to accomplish.
The road will be a difficult one, though.
True, but this is only the beginning. Seeing this ship soar through the clouds for the first time moves my heart, just as when Class 7 was formally established. I look forward to seeing what the future holds for the Courageous, and for the brave men and women of your class.
Your Highness.
We live in interesting times. The political situation across the Empire seems to grow more ominous by the day. But, with any luck, making a real show out of this ship's launch will push back against the prevailing climate.
Well, that's the hope at least. Either way, you'll have your whole life to split hairs about politics. For now, give your attention to your field study.
Thank you. I know you have high expectations for us, and I hope we'll be able to meet them.
That's pretty much everyone here, so down to the hold. You go that way. So over here. Couldn't believe what I was hearing. I had no idea the Rhineford Company was involved in developing something on this scale all this time. Then I find out it was a collaboration with the Epstein Foundation and ZCF. And on top of that, she's got her hands in the development of our Arcus units too? It's way too much work for one person. How many projects does Mother have under her wing? How many projects does Mother have under her wing right now? Well, I'm afraid I can't give a simple answer to that. But suffice to say, the chairman only knows about a small number of the projects in development by the Rhineford Group. Lately, the directors have... I knew it. Oh. Hello, Master Reen. Sorry, am I interrupting something? No, it's okay. Have you finished exploring the airship? I expect it'll be a while longer before we reach Ruhr. Finished? I don't even think I've seen half of it yet. It's kind of overwhelming. I'm looking forward to landing in Ruhr, though. It's been a while since I've seen the industrial metropolis. It's not too far from my hometown, so I'd always hear about it in passing. Oh, that's right. You're from Ymir. So I guess you would then. You want a little refresher? I can bring you up to speed on all things Ruhr. Sure, why not? Ruhr used to be a factory town, but it grew into a hotspot for technology as a result of its steel and heavy industry. The population's about 200,000, and since the city is in the Norcia province, it's under Marquis Ragnar's jurisdiction. Ah, that's right. I still find it kind of wild that Angelica's his daughter. You know, last time I visited, it felt like the whole city was man-made. Trees and grass were rare sights. Made it kind of hard to tell how large the city really is. Well, the city itself is basically one giant structure, divided into several levels. It's been expanded so many times that even longtime residents occasionally wind up in places they don't recognize. Why, I've lost count of the number of times I've had to go pick up Lady Elisa when she lost her way. That was when I was a kid. Don't say it like it still happens. Really, it was a long time ago. Something tells me we're looking at the not quite so distant past. Anyway, north of Ruin is the Saxon iron mine. The iron mine there makes its way into most of the Rhineford. The iron mine there makes its way into most of the Rhineford group's products in some form or other. The amount of ore they get from just that one mine is immense. The Empire would be a different place today without it. I don't doubt it. Even our textbooks mention the Saxon mine. It's been vital to the Empire since back before the Orbital Revolution. In the center of Ruhr, you can't miss the Rhineford Group's corporate headquarters, which is also basically my home. Honestly, I was hoping I wouldn't have to go back anytime soon. Elisa. I guess there's no point in moping about it now. We've yet to have a field study that didn't spiral into some sort of hectic adventure, but I'm ready if you are. Well, just take it as it comes. I'll be wishing you all the best. Nope, time to go to the junction area.
Attention all crew members and passengers. We will soon be entering Ruhr airspace. Please prepare for landing. And make sure you have all personal effects with you before disembarking.
Sounds like we're almost there. That was a shorter flight than I'd expected. Guess I'd better go round up the others and start getting ready.
Ruhr Airport's granted us permission to land.
Commence landing preparations, and keep the engine warm. We'll be taking off again right after our guests have disembarked.
Aye, aye, Captain. Preparing the Courageous to land.
Including today, you've got 3 days for this month's field study. Make them count, guys. I plan on it. We'll do our best. No, we'll do the best we can. You guys be careful in Ordis, okay? Yeah, it sounds like things could get dangerous there. Don't sweat it. We'll be fine. We ought to be alright, if a certain someone can keep her mouth shut. Take care in Ruhr, everyone. Will do. When we get back, we'll be jumping straight into festival prep. Hope you're ready to discover the true terror of planning by committee. Oh, that's right. With everything that's happened so far today, I almost forgot about that. We'll have the songs and outfits finalized by the time we get back. And we should have the positions all figured out too. Let's try to save at least a bit of strength. It'd be a shame to come back too tired to outdo Class 1. I think I can find the energy. That's all the more reason for us to return safe and sound. Ah, the spirited joys of youth. I'm sure both your field study and the Academy Festival will prove valuable experience for all of you. Work hard out there, guys, but not too hard, you hear? May the goddess go with you. Take care. We will. This tunnel goes on forever. I can't help but recall trying to navigate Guerrilla Fortress. I guess when you build with tons of iron and concrete, everything starts to look pretty similar. We're not far from the city center now. You might want to brace yourselves. Ruhr has even weirder layouts than the capital. That's my hometown you're talking about. But I can't deny it's true. Looks like we're finally out. Whoa! The city extends above and below. Well, Ruhr grew up around steel fabrication and heavy industry. That's how it came to be known as the Empire's industrial metropolis. You were right. It is weird. It's got a population of around 200,000 people too. That's as big as the capital of a small country. I feel like the city's gotten even bigger since the last time I was here. The Rhineford corporate headquarters is on the upper level, right? That's right. If you'd like to visit, just head up the escalator.
To welcome you to Ruhr, home of the Rhineford Company. I sincerely hope that your field study here will be a fulfilling one.
Whoa! Moving stair? I really wish that if they were gonna just have the dialogue move on its own, that they would have voice acting. What is that? That's an awfully strange shape for a building. Wait. That's not even a building, is it? Nice catch, Reen. That's actually an orbital generator. But it's so big. Ruhr has so many factories and industrial facilities that the city uses an enormous amount of orbital energy. Having large generators that send energy where it needs is more efficient than each factory producing its own energy. That's quite a setup. Technology's really come a long way in such a short time. Whoa. I've seen the building in pictures, but it's even more commanding in person. Guess you wouldn't expect any less from Rhineford's corporate HQ. I couldn't believe my eyes the first time I saw it either. It's a big building, sure, but not as big, though not as big as Orcus Tower and Crossbell. That's a 40-floor skyscraper. Tallest on the continent now, I think. Oh, that's the tower we can see from Gorelia Fortress, right? Yeah. That's where they were holding the trade conference last month. No need to be so modest, Elisa. It's your family's digs. No one's gonna mind if you talk it up a bit. I'm not trying to. Well, shall we go inside? Alright, we'll be right back. Just as fancy as on the inside. Are these all-scale models of machines Reinford make? Yep. I'll tell you more about them later if you're interested. Lady Elisa. Hello, Dalton. It's good to see you again. Oh, the pleasure's all mine. It's been 6 months since you've been home. I'd heard you were attending a military academy on the outskirts of the capital, but it looks like you've finally decided to come back and visit the old homestead. Yeah, here I am. Well, no, we'll be staying for the next 3 days. I see. That's wonderful news. Keep taking care of her, Sharon. I certainly will. Wow. It's one thing to hear about it, but I know what you mean. Kind of brings home the fact that she's a Reinford. Let's get going, okay? Allow me to show you to the chairman's office. We'll be going up to the 23rd floor. Sorry, give me 1 second. I was double checking. See if I got a response from someone. Excuse me, Madam Chairman. I brought the ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. Bring them in. As you wish. Wow. You can tell the bucks. You can tell the buck stop here. That's one hell of a view.
So it looks like the Courageous' inaugural flyover in Heimdall and Ruhr was a success. But don't release an official statement until tomorrow. Yes, that'll be fine. Yes, I'd like you to begin as soon as possible. And keep a careful eye out for any insider trading. Hello, Irina Reinford speaking. Yes, I understand. Fast-track the construction on the special train if you can. No, pay it no mind. I doubt Crossbell-related shares rising is indicative of a larger market trend. But sell them all early next month. Timing is key here.
Wow. She's like a commander issuing orders across multiple fronts. Yeah. It's impressive to see Toa do it, but Mrs. Reinford seems to have it down to a science.
She's a general on the battlefield of business.
Ah, right. We all have other matters we need to attend to, so I'll get right to the point. Here.
What?
Thank you.
I've cleared my schedule to dine with you this evening, so anything you wish to discuss can wait until then. I'll leave the rest to you, Sharon.
As you wish, Madam Chairman. When do you expect to return this evening?
I'm planning on 7. Have our guests enjoy a night cruise, if you will.
That sounds splendid. I'll make the necessary arrangements. That's it? That's all you have to say? I don't care if you ignore me, that's nothing new, but my classmates are here and you're on our board of directors. Would it kill you to show at least a little interest?
Elisa.
Whoa, Elisa, it's okay. You don't need to get worked up for our sake.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention.
Huh?
If you want to return in one piece, I'd suggest you steer clear of the Provincial Army and the Railway Military Police. The same goes for the Marquis's mansion, though I can't imagine what business would take you there. Use common sense, and don't try to overstep your bounds. That'll be all.
Have a safe trip, Madam Chairman.
Wow, your mom's a real piece of work, Elisa.
The Army only wishes it was that efficient.
She certainly has the mettle to head up an international company like this, to say the least.
See? You see why I didn't want to come back now? You can't tell me that gave you a great impression of her.
I think you're being a little hard on her.
She was looking out for our safety, giving us that advice.
Ugh, just forget it. Getting all worked up and storming off in a huff is what she wants me to do, and I'm not going to give her the satisfaction.
Okay.
We'll be back before sundown, Sharon. I'd like you to have the guest rooms and dinner preparations sorted by then. Oh, and see to our luggage, would you? As you wish. Have a safe trip, everyone.
You know, I'm all in favor of jumping right into our field study tasks. But is it really okay to just dump all our luggage on Sharon? I was wondering the same thing. All our luggage together must have quite a heft. It's Sharon, she'll be fine. Honestly, can you imagine her breaking a sweat carrying suitcases? I can't. You've got a point. So probably carry them all in one go. Well, looking after guests does seem to be her looking after guests does seem to be her specialty. Exactly. Anyway, let's see what kinds of things we've got lined up for us. Let's see what kind of things we got lined up for us this trip. All right. Spina Byroad Monster. Can you hear me now? I'm looking for a particular... Is this Brewer Institute of Technology, RF Store. Okay. Huh? Looks like she hit the sweet spot with the challenge factor. Kinda reminds me of Machias's dad. I can't really deny it. Huh. I'll bet she's... Frost in the Box, thank you for the raid. How's it going, everyone? That was unexpected.
Hello there.
Oh, how's it going, everyone? Name's GLE. Just an average guy who just likes to play whatever the hell I'm in the mood for. So I hope you all enjoy, especially me reading dialogue both badly and poorly. Anyway, oh, that threw me for a loop. I was not expecting a raid. I'll bet she's so sure she's got us pegged. She probably thinks we won't be able to finish all these. But just you watch. We'll finish up every last one before this evening. That'll show her. That's the spirit. Anyway, it's only 11:30 now, so we've got plenty of time before sundown. We've definitely got the hang of this whole field study thing by now. So let's show Ruhr some Class 7 spirit. Just a heads up, I do admit I am more of the quiet type. I try to talk and engage, but usually I just, while I'm playing, I end up being quiet unless engaged prior. So I do apologize if I go silent, and yeah. Alright, first off, RF.
These things sure are convenient.
Store. Hello there, Chief. Well, what do we have here? Lady Elisa and her classmates. Thank you for coming to speak with me. So that must mean you're Chief Johann, at your service. I'm part of the Rhineford's group. I'm part of the Rhineford group's 4th Development Division. The 4th Development Division. They're one of the group's major divisions, specializing in orbital communications and battle ordnance. I think they even supervise the development of the orbital staff. Oh, really? Then that means the reports I write. Oh, so you're Elliot, are you? I appreciate you always sending us such detailed reports. You're definitely one of the most helpful testers. I'm happy to hear it. Still, orbital communications and battle ordnance. Those two things sum Arcus up perfectly. Smart kid. Those Arcus ordnance of yours are one of the most important R&D projects right now. Now that you know we're focused on the Arcus, do you think you could help us out with a little investigation? What do you say? Sure. That could be interesting. Oh, you would? Thanks a lot. What is it you'd like us to help you with then? Well, as I wrote in the report I sent you, I'd like you to conduct an investigation on Arcus signal strength. I imagine you've all been making us. English, speak it. I imagine you've all been making use of the wireless communications capabilities of your Arcus ordnance, and I assume that you're aware of the fact that they use orbital waves to make that possible. Today, I'd like you to search for places where the orbital waves are weak. Where the orbital waves are weak, huh? Well, the highways are the first place that come to mind. So we're looking outside the city? No, I want you to conduct your investigations inside the city. Wireless orbital waves are not always the most stable thing in the world. You may generally get a strong signal inside town, but the strength still varies depending on where you are. Now that you mention it, yeah. There are some places where it's tough to get a call to go through. But how are we going to find them? Oh, I probably should have started by giving you this. An orbital wave detector? That's right. It does just what you'd think. Detects and provides information on the orbital waves wherever you use it. If you find an area where you think the signal will be reduced, try switching this on. Excuse me. Why don't you give it a try? Okay then. Some words came up. It said that the signal strength in this area is 3, didn't it? You read that right. The number that appears tells you how strong the orbital wave signal is in that area. It's on a scale of 1 to 3, with 3 being the highest. So in other words, the signal strength here in this store is excellent. Any call you made would be crystal clear. What I want you to search for, though, are areas where the orbital wave detector displays a result of 1. Sounds simple enough. Well, I understand what it is you're asking us to do, but what sort of thing would weaken an area's signal? Well, there are two main causes. The first cause is the wave being physically obstructed, like the walls or ceilings, stuff like that. The second is interference from other kinds of orbital waves. What other kinds are there? Tons of devices other than Arcus use orbital waves. Think radios and other communication devices. Some orbments give off orbital waves too, but really just a negligible amount. Sometimes when you get multiple kinds of waves in an area, they interfere with one another, meaning neither work properly. It's not my first time hearing about it either. Sounds like it could be a real problem. It certainly is. It's probably the biggest drawback to wireless communication technology. That said, orbital waves are pretty strong outdoors, so you generally don't have to worry about it unless you're inside. I see. Well, it'll narrow down our investigation if we stay indoors. In general, yeah. You may find a few areas with weak signal strength outside, but they're much more common indoors. For the purpose of our research, we'll need you to find at least 3 different problem areas. If you can find more than that, we'd be thrilled, but that's up to you and how much time you have. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Any further questions? No, I think that's everything we need to get started. Thank you for breaking everything down for us. We'll get started right away, Chief. Thanks, kids. Shoot. Alright, am I missing, before I progress with this, am I missing anything? Words, junction... Speed dining. I already have the tomato cocktail. Cornelia reprint. Do I have all of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Yep, I have the whole. I have that whole series done. Buy kitty strap if you don't own one. Okay. Where is... Let's go here. Okay, I do own one, but might as well just grab 2 more because why not? I fucking love the name of this store. I swear to God. Nope, nothing here to do with that.
I can do this.
My turn. Right.
Go. Shit. Item. Right, okay, I just have to go into the menu and use it. Southeast area 2. There should be a specific locked door somewhere around here. That's north, so southeast. Door, second floor, southeast area. So there should be a locked door somewhere in here, question mark? That's... not here. So then it's probably up top over here. Oh, right, I think it's this here.
Looks like a dead end.
This was some kind of maintenance room, I think.
Level 1. That's weird. You wouldn't figure a weak signal would be a problem outdoors. Yeah. I guess something must be obstructing the orbital waves anyway. I'm glad we found this area. It seems like it would have been easy to miss. Where's... over here next. It's displaying a signal strength of 1. Huh. Maybe the cathedral's so sturdy, orbital waves can't even get through. Possibly. There's no antenna here either. I forget, is there anything important to talk with anyone in here? I forget if I get something or not. Nope. That was an Outlook message. What does work want? Nope, it's just spam from work. Oh, right over there. Trying to work half off memory is annoying. So, this area is a 1, huh? Perhaps it's because of the way it's built? The actual bar area is pretty far into the building. Very possibly. There's also a radio playing in here, which might interfere with things too. No, it's just the Institute of Technology. Speed up to get over there. That's Rhineford, not the Institute of Technology. Institute of Technology is over here. So, this is the Brewer Institute of Technology. We have a request from someone here. It's a famous university and research institution. Lots of countries' brightest technicians study here, and a lot of them get scooped up by the Rhineford Company after graduation. Oh, excuse me. They've offered George some pretty sweet deals to encourage him to apply after he graduates. Jellica's orbital bike was originally being researched here too. I think George has mentioned that. I think George has mentioned that before. Sounds like they've got all kinds of cool stuff in development here. What are we waiting for? Let's go in. Right. Let's use this. Yikes, signal's pretty bad here. Perhaps it's because of the research. Perhaps it's because the researchers use orbital waves in their experiments. It's hard to say for sure. Alright, we found 5 different areas now. Not bad considering we were told we could stop at 3. Yeah, can't imagine we'll find any more. Though, maybe we should go back and report all of these. Alright. Back downstairs we go. Excuse me, had to clear my throat.
Plain old stairs just wouldn't cut it for the famed industrial metropolis, huh?
Yeah, for better or worse, this is a town full of tech.
Finish your investigation, I take it? Yeah, we did. We'd like to give you our report. I see. So all in all, you found 5 different areas with a signal strength of 1. Looks like they all have low signals for different reasons too. This data will be invaluable in furthering our research. You've done excellent work today. I really owe you one. Not at all. All we did was walk around town, really. But we're glad to have been of service. And by the way, I couldn't help wondering when we were on our little jaunt. If we're in an area with a signal strength of 1, does that flat out mean we won't be able to make calls on our Arcus? Nah, you should still be fine. What's the problem then? Well, the problem is... this has to do with the rollout of the orbital net, doesn't it? Got it in 1. I should have guessed you'd figure it out. For the less technically inclined, what does that mean? Well, I can't pretend to be an expert on it myself. But what we've done today has taught you that orbital waves can be unstable by virtue of being wireless, right? Plus, the amount of data you can transfer wirelessly is less than you can transfer through a wired connection to begin with. As long as you're just transferring voice data through orbital waves, low signal strength isn't a huge problem. But if you're transferring more complex data, like the text or picture files on the orbital computers at the Academy, the low signal strength would pose a problem, correct? So in other words, you're trying to increase the amount of information you can transfer wirelessly. For that, orbital net thing, or whatever you call it. Exactly. The orbital net has only just started to gain traction in Erebonia. But the Epstein Foundation in particular is making a lot of progress with their research in the field. There's even a project underway to connect Le Mans State and Crossbelt State with a wireless network. So we can't exactly sit on our hands here. And that's where this data you've gathered comes in. I'll be sure to put it to good use. We'd be honored if you did. Anyway, I think I've kept you long enough. Here's your reward for a job well done. Well then, good luck with whatever you've got left. I really appreciate what you've done for me today. It was our pleasure. Keep up the good work. Alright, 1 down.
I can do this.
I hate when I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Quest... I'm looking for a particularly rare metal for my research, but I'm afraid I can get myself. Okay, let's go back to the Institute of Technology and let's talk to him real quick. I think I already had that for Instructor Makarov. Let's go back to the Institute. Pick up the quest there and then go beat up the monster on Spina. Huh. Judging by those uniforms, you're all students, aren't you? They look kind of familiar too. We're students from Thor's military academy. Are you the Rado who sent in a request for us? Ah, so you're the students from Thor. Of course, of course. No wonder your uniforms look so familiar. That's the academy George goes to. To be honest, I'm a bit uneasy about leaving this to you, but you look pretty strong, so hopefully it'll work out. It figures George would have connections here. Still, gonna go out on a limb and guess that if you're worrying about how well we'd clean up at a fight, must be a dangerous job. Kinda, yeah. Let me explain what I'd like you to do. You've heard of Professor Schmidt, right? The name does sound familiar, yeah. Professor G. Schmidt, I believe. He was one of the leading disciples of Professor Epstein, the father of the Orbital Revolution. He's a real famous scholar in his own right. He followed in Epstein's footsteps, and his work helped popularize orbments. Indeed, he's generally spoken of as something of a living legend. Professor Epstein also had two other famous students, Professor Russell and Professor Hamilton. Their names tend to crop up together quite often in the orbital science. Yeah, I doubt there's a researcher out there who isn't familiar with those three and their work. Besides that, though, if I remember right, Professor Schmidt also serves as president of the Ruhr Institute of Technology. Huh? You don't say. I wasn't aware of what he was doing these days. Yeah, he's continuing his research here at the institute. He can be pretty difficult to deal with at the best of times, though, so he doesn't really do public appearances these days. Gotta say, you seem pretty well informed. Is he an acquaintance of yours, Elisa? Not as such, but he's apparently an old friend of my grandfather's. It's because of the orbital technology the professor brought back to the Empire that the Reinford Company grew so large. I didn't mean to skip that. So that's how the Empire's largest company hit the big time, huh? So you're Chairman Irina's daughter, huh? Tech must run in the Reinford blood. You might not know, but the professor has been involved with the development of the Arcus units and the orbital staffs too. Whoa, seriously? I did have a feeling that might be the case. The tech used in the Arcus units seems more advanced than anything I've seen in the standard issue battle orbments made by the Foundation. And it sounds like the only person who could make something like that would be the professor then. Sounds more like a wizard by the minute. The reason I started with this little history lesson is because this request comes from Professor Schmidt himself. I work as one of his assistants, so I put in the request on his behalf. Anyway, I feel like I'm talking your ear off, so let's move on to explaining what it is I'd like you to do. By all means. Okay then. I want you to enter the Saxon iron mine and bring me back a small quantity of minor metal called linium. What's a minor metal? It's a category of rare metal often used in technological development. But I've never heard of linium. Is it linium, actually? No, yeah, it has to be linium. I'm not surprised. It's not especially well known, even for a minor metal. However, it's got some exciting potential. It's got some exciting potential applications in a new airship engine that's currently in development. That'd be quite the mechanical coup. Kinda makes me think of the Courageous. Oh, it's actually related to that. As chance would have it. In addition to the Reinford Company, both the Foundation and ZCF were involved in the development of the Courageous. Our university is participating too, which has gained us access to all sorts of new technology as a result. Right now, we're working day and night to see if we can push what's possible with an airship engine. Okay, so now we know why you guys want the linium. So now we know why you guys want the linium for. I don't know why that's such a weird way it's written. One second. Still not used to so much talking. But why us? Well, extremely small quantities of linium have been extracted from one of the mine's tunnels. But a few years ago, dangerous monsters started taking residence right in the very tunnel. In the end, it had to be sealed off because we couldn't obtain a large before it had to be sealed off before we could obtain a large enough sample to run tests. That story does sound familiar now that I think about it. And if the ore doesn't have any proven applications, it won't be easy to get permission to access that tunnel. That's where we stand at present. If the professor were to petition the army, there's a possibility they'd go and secure the necessary sample. But like I said earlier, he's not the easiest man to deal with. He doesn't want to ask anyone for assistance, not even the army. Sounds like a royal pain in the ass. I can't say I'm not concerned about the purported monsters in the mine. But if we can make a contribution to the advancement of science, we might even see linium pop up in textbooks someday. Yeah. I think we should help him out. I do know the mine chief. So if we explain why we want to head into the tunnel, I'm sure he'll let us in. Oh, really? That'd be a huge help. Still, it's an older tunnel, and I doubt it's been retrofitted to the most modern safety standards. Make sure you're really careful when you go in there. Of course, caution is the best kind of caution. To get to the mine, we need to leave town through the eastern exit on the lower level and take the mountain path north. Okay, let's get going. All right, time to finally go beat up some monsters. Speed up. First Spina by road.
That looks like a strong one. Be careful.
Nope, you're not my target, so you can go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, this road leads all the way to your hometown, doesn't it, Reen?
Yeah, it'd take you days to get there if you tried to walk it, though.
Right, Spina by road. Are there any monsters I'm missing here? Nope, I have everything already. Oh, right, for context for anyone watching, this is a new game +2 run. So I'm just like running through for to try and clear out things I missed, which, of course, I somehow still ended up missing some stuff. So I'm eventually going to have to do a new game +3 run.
Oh no, you doubled in range!
Leave it to me.
Eat that. Right.
Ah, right. You'd be confused when there's nothing for you to go beat up yourself.
Unite! Go! That's that. Let's keep moving.
That one looks annoying. Watch out.
Alright, there's the big thing I gotta go beat up. Ow. Right, again, don't have access to that. I'm thinking of later game stuff. Alright, can't hit both of you with second form, Gale, so motivation.
My turn. Unite.
Right. Light. Rain upon us.
Leave it to me.
Once again, can't hit both of you.
this! Go! I'll take you up! No way! Here we go!
Now I should be able to hit both of you with Gale.
Go!
I've got you.
My turn.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Dang it.
I can do this. Oh no, you doubled in range.
Leave it to me.
These guys have a lot of fucking health. Holy.
Locked in, won't get away now! Elliot!
Got it.
My turn! Alright, let's do this!
Let's reproc motivation. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
It's my turn.
Reproc heavenly gift.
Rain upon us.
Leave it to me.
Locked in, won't get away! Here we go! Second floor, go!
I've got you.
Right. Keep it up, everyone.
No way!
It's my turn. Hang in there.
Appreciate it! My turn! The second floor, Gale! Right! Locked in, won't get away! Here we go!
Alright, that's it. Flame Slash.
No way!
I can do this. Light.
It's my turn.
Locked in, won't get away!
Right.
Oh, beautiful. They're both fucking...
Let's go.
Go! The second floor, Gale has a chance!
I've got you. Huh?
It's my turn.
Now. I'll take you up.
This is it.
There we go.
Victory.
Well deserved one at that.
Ooh, Falco gives evasion.
Please,
That's...
hold your...
I'm gonna need to level up Falco so I can give that to Fee. I'm gonna need to level up evasion I'm gonna need to level up Falco so I can give that to Fee. I had a feeling that's what was eventually gonna happen. Evasion 3. Use battle with speed raised. I need to see what that's going to be when it's maxed out. Let's put Fee out front.
Looks like a tough one. Watch out!
That might be my package that I've been waiting for.
That looks like a tough one. Watch out!
West. Up I go. If I remember correctly, I have to go here.
This way leads to Marquis Rogner's mansion.
So that's where Jellica's stubborn old man lives, huh? Better stay away.
Nope, never mind. It wasn't my package.
Right.
It was my father coming home. Excuse me, can you spare a moment of your time? Alright, got that done. Now we go to Saxon Mountain Path. Whoa, this mountain path looks kind of dangerous. Well, at least it's maintained. Good grief. Nobody said anything about having to climb a mountain today. I'm already feeling bushed. There's a freight line that goes right to the mines, right? Why can't we just use that? Oh, come on. We're students, not train hopping vagabonds. Just think of this as another part of your training. Jeez, lighten up a little, you guys. It looks like there's some wildlife on this path that might prove dangerous, so let's be careful as we go. Roger that. Oh, did not mean to click that.
Enemy sighted! Take him out! Here we go!
Ooh, I didn't even notice that I got a new attack for Rain. I don't even remember this move.
Right.
Oh, 0 arts, so might as well use it.
Okay.
My turn.
I'll handle it. Hostiles neutralized.
Any shinies? Shiny. Ah, that's probably it.
Here we go!
Yep. Alright, I will be right back. Give me like 1 minute. Just gotta go run grab my package from the door. Alright, we're back. Alright, what the fuck were these things weak to? Earth. I don't think I have anyone with an earth spell. So, we just beat him up the old-fashioned way.
Second form, Gale!
My turn.
I can do this.
Yeah. Unless Elliot ends up having something.
Go!
Gotcha!
Okay.
Okay, yeah, Elliot has Grind Press.
My turn!
All right, let's keep going.
God, I remember when I first played this, and a lot of these enemies were actually fucking horrifying to deal with. You're weak to water. Oh, excuse me.
Go! Second form, Gale! That's
You're also weak to
Let's keep
Gale.
moving.
But most things are weak to second form Gale.
That looks like a tough one.
Watch out! This is a tough go! The second form, Gale!
It's my turn.
Okay.
Target lock.
Right.
Right. Here we go! The second form, Gale! Go!
I've got you. I can do this. Oh no, you don't open range. Go!
Gotcha!
My turn. Here. My turn.
Here we go!
Right. All right, let's keep going.
Done.
An A+.
Wow, you can see all of Ruhr spread out from here.
You can, though the view isn't as nice as it'd be from the front.
Oh, a treasure chest!
Alright, that was just petrify.
Here we
Come
go.
on, then.
The second floor. Gale!
Okay. Right. Fire!
Right! Is everybody okay?
I did it!
Nicely.
Alright, Alright, I have everything here. I have everything here, so when I go to the Norsha Highway, I don't have to worry about that. Like I said, I have everything Spina by road. Okay, so I'm gonna need gold fungus. And that's it. When I go into the Saxon mine, I just have to keep an eye out for gold for the gold fungus.
What a nice looking treasure chest.
Alright, that was just Clom Soleus. Well, Clom Solarian.
Here we go.
Let's get this over with.
The second floor. Gale! Okay, it's safe for now.
Watch out, guys!
I'll handle it.
Go! Okay, it's safe for now.
Please, hold your applause.
How much longer until Raven? 3,783. 4,686. You know what? Hang on. Let's make this stupid easy for. Let's make this a little easy. Let's drop a Shining Palm now somewhere around here.
What is that glowing creature?
This looks tough.
Go!
Careful!
Huh.
It's my turn. Huh?
My turn!
Okay.
Now.
I'll bend you up!
Here we go.
Right! Is everybody okay?
Great!
Success.
An A+? Yeah, more of that.
Let's do another one real quick. Because I want to try and get these orbments. I want to try and get those two orbments. Well, I want to try and get Raven leveled, maxed out.
Whoa, what's that shiny thing?
Be careful, this one looks strong.
Right! Give it up, everyone!
Here we go. The second floor. Go!
I've got you. Right. Right.
My turn. One.
I'm done now.
I'll bend you up!
Your turn.
Right.
That's right, keep clumping up, you idiots. Makes it easier for me with Gale.
My turn. The second form. Damn! Go!
I've got
You're
you.
finished!
I really need to remember to just hit burst and not hit X.
One. Done. Now, let's get this over with.
Because then that hits everyone.
Too slow!
Right.
It's my turn. That takes care of them.
I did it!
Nicely done.
Still didn't level that up.
Yeah,
Alright, one more time.
what is...
Be careful, this one looks strong.
My turn.
They're
There you
too,
go. Got it.
they're too spread
I'll
out.
bed you up. My turn.
That's right, keep giving Elliot zero art.
Go!
Huh. Okay, it's safe for now.
Alright, so that gained Recuria. Evasion 6.
I did it!
Nice.
Done.
And hey, please.
Alright, one more, because then Raven will max out. And then I can switch her off of Raven.
Whoa,
Raven to Falcon.
This one's dangerous.
Here we go!
Stay on your toes. My turn.
You okay?
Thanks. Here we go! All right.
Okay. One. Done. Now.
I'll bed you up.
Hang in there. It's my turn. Light.
My turn. Give it up.
Too slow!
My turn. One. Got it.
I'll bed you up.
Too slow!
Too slow.
Here we go! The second... Now's our chance!
I've got you. Your turn. I'll handle it. One. Now.
I'll bed you up.
Too slow!
Right. Too slow.
My turn.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Here we go! The second... Now's our chance!
I've got
You're
you.
finished!
My turn. One. Got it.
I'll bed you up.
Too slow.
Go! The second... Now's our chance!
I've got
You're
you.
finished!
I can do this. Go!
Got it!
I'll handle it. I'll handle it. Now.
I'll bed you up.
Hang in there.
You okay? Right.
turn. Now's our chance.
I've got you.
There we
Nicely
go.
done,
Same
Elisa.
to you. That was great.
Never mind. We stay with Raven. And that's why I wanted to double check. Because now Raven has evasion plus 5.
Nicely done.
Unless Falco gets something better.
All right.
Success.
An A+ outcome.
Evasion plus 5. Evasion plus 10. Excuse me. Which means... Evasion 90%. Still 10% off from the desired. What am I missing to get her to evasion 100%? I have the evergreens. I have the armor. I have the weapon, which that's the best weapon for evasion for her. And I have all the evading, all the ornaments that give an evasion boost that I can get. Alright, well, anyway, time to progress. Ooh, shiny. I want to make sure going this way wasn't take.
Oh, a train track. That's the freight line that runs into the mine.
Bring it on. Here we go.
Right. Right. Fire.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Hostiles neutralized.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Black Bell.
Come on then.
Go.
As always, second form Gale.
I'll handle it.
Right. Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna need a rest before we even get there.
Well, shall we? It's my turn. Oh no, you jumped in range.
Here we go. Second form. Gale. That's the power of the...
Oh, a treasure chest. Enemies ahead.
Go.
We'll have to fight.
Right. Fire.
Right.
I'll handle it. Hostiles neutralized.
Speedbreaker. Shiny. No shiny. Forget if there was... Nope, it's just the bird.
A dangerous foe. Stay on guard.
Or we just tell it to fuck off.
This is a pretty nice view.
Oh, actually, I didn't even know about this place.
Deal with you, and then we'll go deal with that monster chest.
Second form. Gale.
My turn. Good night.
It's my turn. Fire.
I'll handle it.
Target lock. Got it.
I'll bend you up.
Go.
My turn. Target's a limp. It's a trick.
Lisa, I need you to stop sounding so excited every time we find a treasure chest.
Shining darkness! Nocturne bell!
My turn. One, two. Down here.
I'll bend you up!
Here we go!
As always, the second form, Gale.
Now's our chance!
I've got you! Right! Oh no, you doubled in range! Go! Okay. Here I go. Now.
I'll bend you up!
Okay. Here I go.
Right!
My turn! Go!
I've got you!
Nicely done, Elisa.
Same to you. That was great.
It's a Brahma gem. And now we progress. Whoa. Unbelievable. One moment. What I was expecting. Alright, anyway. Okay, so the monster I'm looking for doesn't show up. Oh, no, it does. Oh, it's a boss. Okay. I never scanned a boss? That's weird. Well, it's a boss encounter, but it's probably not a boss. Alright, let's speed this up. Well, thanks for your cooperation. If you'll excuse us. Sure. Take care on your way out. Looks like the railway military police really are here. But why would they come out to a mine? Hmm? Huh? Who are you kids? What are you doing here? It's good to see you again, Rudolph. Well now, if it isn't little Elisa. It's been ages since I last saw you around here. What brings you? Oh? Looks like you brought some friends this time too. Actually, we're... Ah. So you're the group from the military academy. I heard you were scheduled to come, but I guess the date slipped my mind. Sorry to drop in unannounced. Oh, no trouble at all. The doors of Saxon are always open for little Elisa. Though I suppose you're not so little anymore. You've really grown up since I last saw you. Ah, is that young fellow with the black hair your sweetheart? Of course not. We're just classmates. Yeah, what she said. Reen, is there something you've been keeping from us? I admit, I wasn't expecting you to know the foreman. Well, grandfather brought me here quite a few times when I was young. And the chief was always really nice. You've got some friends in high places. Well, Gwyn was always good to us miners. For the chairman of such a huge company, he was always so easy to get along with. I could talk with him like a friend. I know what you mean. Oh, come to think of it, you all go to Thor's, so you must know Angelica Ragnar, right? How's she doing? Huh? You know Jellica too? That I do. She used to work here as a part-timer after all. Say what? A daughter of one of the 4 great houses working in a mine? Yeah, she's Marquis Ragnar's daughter. Can't say I know much about her family situation. Alright, quick thing. I know it's pronounced Marquis. The game pronounces it Marquis, and apparently looking into it, Marquis is an old form of saying the word Marquis, so I'm just going with how the game pronounces it. But she never mentioned it back when she started here, and she picked up the work in no time. Put in a hard day's work than most of our regular miners too. You don't see too many gals out here like her. I can hardly believe it, and yet somehow I can. Well, it sounds just like her. There's nothing normal about Angelica. Every time I've got my eyes on a girl, she'll swoop in and have them head over heels for her before I get a chance. She sounds less like a noble by the minute. Well, it takes all sorts, doesn't it? Gotta say, gotta miss those days though. Reinford's current chairman, she's a sharp lady and quite a looker too, but she's none too friendly. Never shows her face around here, and considering how much of a workaholic she is, I don't imagine she ever will. Beg your pardon. Didn't mean to speak badly about your mother, Elisa. Hope you can forgive me. No, it's alright really. I might be her daughter, but I probably know less about her these days than the company board. Elisa. Oh, by the way, what were the railway military? What were the railway police doing here? Oh, those guys? They've been dropping by quite a bit lately, asking some questions about our operations. Today they were badgering me for all sorts of statistics about how much ore we've been mining. That seems like an odd question, even for the RMP. Why would they have a need for information like that? I don't know, but it sounds more than a little fishy. Yeah, I'm not even sure what it was they were trying to figure out. Anyway, I'm guessing that's not the reason you trekked all the way out here. All right. Whoops! Can't believe we almost let it slip our minds. Actually, there's something we were hoping you could help us with. So that's your business, is it? I do recall a metal like that being found in those old tunnels. But they sealed the shaft off quite a while back because a dangerous monster decided to make the place its haunt. Sounds like you already know that much, though. You really certain you want to head in there? Yeah, that's the place anyway. We wouldn't normally ask to do this, but it's a part of our field study. Monsters on field studies are one of our specialties. All right then. You all look like you can handle yourselves in a tussle, I'll admit. I suppose you'd be able to hold your own against whatever's in there. This'll open the door to the mine shaft. Thank you so much. Don't mention it. If you keep on this way and head east at the junction, you'll see the entrance to the sealed mine shaft. But it bears repeating, be careful in there. No one's been inside for years now. We will. Alright, let's mosey. And right at the junction. Open the door. Let me in. These tunnels really are gloomy. Well, we are in an abandoned mineshaft. What were you expecting? Confetti and parades? We'll need to stay on guard for the monster, too. It was obviously dangerous enough to seal off the entire tunnel. Yeah. Caution is our first priority here. Alright. Let's see if we can find some of the linium. Let's see if we can find some of this linium. Stay on your guard. We don't know what might find us in here.
Oh, a treasure chest!
Hello there.
Let's get this over with.
The second floor. Gale! That's that. Let's...
Was that fast enough for your feet? Wrong button, wrong button, wrong button.
Ha! Enemy sighted. Take go. The second.
My turn. Here we go. Targets eliminated.
Shiny? Shiny? Yes! Shinies in both. I remember specifically not liking to fight those bats. Well, I haven't seen anything that fits the description we were given. They said they'd only found small amounts of it back before the tunnel was sealed. Shall we keep looking? We should probably make a more thorough sweep of the area. I sure as fuck would have scanned that thing, but apparently the game says otherwise.
Watch out. This is a tough one.
It's my turn.
Like, the only reason I probably didn't scan it is because I might have accidentally one-shot it.
I'll handle it.
But, and I know in base game I wasn't as careful to scan things as I should have been.
One. Got it.
I'll bed you up.
My turn. The second. Now's a chance.
I've got you.
My turn. Analyzing enemy attack patterns. I've got it.
My turn. Now.
I'll bed you up.
I'll handle it. Got it.
I'll bed you up.
Right. Turn to now.
Got it. Here we go. Burn to go.
I've got you. I'll handle it. Now. Let's get this over with.
Got it.
There.
Right.
I'm surprised that did not finish it off.
Shiny.
I'll handle it. Huh. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Please hold your.
Whew. Glad that's over. Is it just me? Or does this look exactly like a nice chunk of linium? So, that monster had eaten it? That was a bit rougher of a ride than I was prepared for. Still, that's a mission accomplished, I guess. Yeah. Let's get this back to the Institute of Technology. Let's say goodbye to the Chief on our way out if we get the chance. Alright, with that, now I should have everything up to socks and iron mine scanned. Oh, I did not mean to run into you.
Now.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
My turn. Second.
I'll handle it. Got it.
I'll pick you up.
My turn. I can do this. Fire!
My turn.
Okay. Hostiles neutral.
Alright, Machias is now basically fully set up to be a very toxic individual. Oh, it looks like you were able to get your metal sample out safely. Should have guessed that Gwen's granddaughter and her friends would be up to the task. It was no walk in the park, what with having to fight off that monster. Well, you did good work nonetheless. Monster fighting and all. Make sure you get that to the Institute of Technology, all right? Sadly, there is no fast travel. So, we gotta hoof it back. That'll be the last of the quests, right? Yep.
That looks like a tough one. Watch out!
Come on. No, you don't. No, you don't. Alright, back to Ruhr. Nope. There's no fast travel point to the Institute? I thought there was. Oh, did you manage to find any linium? Sure did. Here you go. Thanks. This is exactly what I was hoping to get my hands on. This should be plenty to serve as a research sample. I'm happy to hear that. Of course, if you actually went in and cleared the monsters out of there, I'm sure you could get plenty more. That's something we can consider after we've proved this is a viable material. That's all part of the research. And this is Professor Schmidt we're talking about. I'm sure he'll deliver some kind of interesting result. It was an honor to have been able to aid the professor's research. It was a pretty rough job, though. Thanks. I'm grateful for all your help. And I'd like you to take these as a reward. Thank you very much. Anyway, it's back to work for me. Good luck with your field study. Thank you. Glad we could help out. Looks like the sun's starting to set already. That took longer than I expected. I'm not surprised. That was a hard day's work, even for our standards. Well, at least we were able to finish all the requests, and that's what really matters. Now let's head back home and wait for Mom. You said it. Someone seems awfully cheerful. What's wrong? There's something going on over there. Oh? Seems like something's out of the ordinary. It sounds like it's coming from the plaza on the lower floor. Let's go take a closer look. Hey, isn't that... No way. What are the Provincial Army and the Railway Military Police doing here? I have a bad feeling about this. This doesn't look good. I don't know what happened, but these guys look like they mean business. Let's go down to the lower floors and get a closer look. Right. The escalator. They cornered it all. They cordoned it off? What are they thinking? Looks like we'll have to find another way. That's why I thought about using the elevator. This is bad. Preserving order in Ruhr is the duty of the Norcia Provincial Army, and our duty. We've had quite enough of outsiders like yourselves swaggering into town as though you own the place. If I may, we're currently here on a mission for which we have full authority. Besides, the expansion of the railway has increased the flow of money, information, and people across the country. These days, it takes a modern organization to maintain order in an interconnected world. That organization is the RMP. So why don't you take your sashes and your pointy helmets and kindly keep out of our way? You son of a... Sir, I can't let insolence like this tarnish our good name. Now, let's not be too hasty here. They may answer to the Chancellor, but with only this many of them, they're nothing more than a mob in uniform. Ah yes, let's bring tanks into the city, because that's gonna solve all the fucking problems. Are you insane? You can't just roll military vehicles into the middle of a city. Exactly. On the contrary, arms exist as tools to defend one's territory, one's country. Had we been the ones fighting the terrorists, I assure you, we would not have been outsmarted. Citizens of Ruhr, you have nothing to fear. In these dangerous times, with terrorists running rampant, the Norcia Provincial Army is here to defend you from harm. And defend you we shall. These glorified beat cops are out of their depth. They know nothing of this community. I'd suggest you don't place too much trust in them. What a blowhard. It's like he's spoiling for a fight. He's really selling it to the populace. But they can't just drive armored cars right onto the city streets. What do we do? They're both officially recognized military organizations. I can't think there's much we can do. But if for some reason things turn ugly, let's do everything we can to get all the nearby residents to safety. Right. Guess that's as much help as we can offer. Pretty much.
You're quite correct, of course.
Ah, there you are.
Both the Provincial Army and the Railway Military Police have their own roles to fill. each important to the Empire.
Oh, hey. Isn't that... Captain Claire! I didn't know you'd arrived. I'll take things from here. Yes, Captain. Yes, ma'am. So that's her, huh? Yeah, the infamous Icy Maiden. Good day to you, officer. I believe the Imperial government notified you 2 days ago that we'd be conducting patrols and investigations in the area. Has that really caused such inconvenience that you felt compelled to bring an armored vehicle within the city limits? Well, and frankly, I can't bring myself to agree with your assertion that we're out of our depths. That we're out of our depth here. The railway is a network that crosses the entire empire, allowing us to dispatch forces anywhere at a moment's notice. We can also gather divisions scattered across the country in one place in a matter of hours. In fact, we pride ourselves on it. It's our distinguishing feature as a division of the armed forces. Really? I do keep seeing them pop up in the Imperial Chronicles. Looks like Claire showed up at the perfect time. As quick-witted as ever, too. Now there's a classy lady for you. Ugh. We have no quarrel with you and no reason to argue. We have enough on our plate. We have enough on our plate with the terrorists as it is. But we've got a job to do, and so do you. Ultimately, our commitment is to the people of this nation. I'm sure you feel the same way, no? But that...
A query for you, then. How would you respond if a crisis were to occur in multiple places at the same time?
Rufus Alberea? Oh. I forgot he shows up here. Rufus? Oh hey, Eustace's brother really gets around. And always turns up where we least expect him. Lord Rufus! We didn't know you were in Ruhr. Are you leaving already? Indeed, I am. His lordship asked me to extend my stay, but I'm afraid I have business to attend to elsewhere. I'll be heading out in short order. So that's Duke Alberea's eldest son. And as the noble faction's biggest up-and-comer, he sure dresses the part.
Captain Claire Revelt, I presume? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Right, make your acquaintance.
I've heard much about you.
It's an honor, Lord Alberea.
Please, no need for formalities between us. Rufus is fine. Still, you seem puzzled as to what I'm doing in Ruhr. Or to be more specific, how I got here. Do I assume correctly? The country's railways are completely under your control. Had I taken a train, you would have known it. And yet, there are no signs I passed through Ruhr Airport either. The truth is more mundane than fantastic. I arrived aboard the Alberea family's private airship, which currently sits just off a highway on the outskirts of the city, awaiting my return. Blind spots are an unavoidable reality. We all have them. As on the ball as you are, you do well not to overestimate your own superiority. After all, the hardest falls are the ones we don't see coming.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Now, isn't it time both sides withdrew and remove those unsightly vehicles from the streets at once? A provincial army must conduct itself with valor and grace at all times. Would you not agree?
Precisely, my lord. Withdraw! Armored crew, stand down. Oh ho! Fortune finds us face to face once again. So it seems. Thank you for diffusing the situation the other day. You needn't be so formal. I was just in town to speak with the Marquis on my father's behalf. I imagine you two must have had a lot to talk about. Indeed we did, and the Marquis never makes it an easy time. I took advantage of all the excitement surrounding the Courageous's maiden voyage to take my little trip unnoticed. Again, for those who just joined, I know it's pronounced Marquis. The game pronounces it Marquis. And Marquis is apparently an old way of saying Marquis, so I'm just going with how the game pronounces it for continuity's sake. Given the current climate, it's impossible to predict what may happen, both here and in Ordis. You have 3 days of your field study remaining. I suggest you focus on your assigned tasks and stay out of trouble. I'm looking forward to seeing what Class 7 has to show at the Academy's festival, after all. Phew. Man, you meet Eustace and you think you've seen the nobility's golden boy. Then you meet Rufus. I'm actually kind of impressed. I'm almost loath to admit it, but over time, I've gotten the impression that he's a good man, for a noble anyway. He's a sharp guy. I can see why he has as much sway in the noble faction as he does. Well, it looks like the sun's about to set. Why don't we call it a day here? My mother might know more about what's going on with the provincial army and the RMP. Yeah, I can get behind that. Nothing happens in Ruhr without Marquis Ragnar's say so. We need to figure out what he's up to. I'm also rather curious as to what brought the railway military police out here. Or the army, who seems to be driving tanks into cities to win arguments now. Yeah, there's got to be something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. That's got to make for some interesting dining conversation, huh? We'll find out soon enough. Anyway, come on. I'll show you to my house. Though, I guess you've already been there. It's just part of the Rhineford building. Huh? Wait a minute. So you live? In the penthouse suite on floors 24 and 25. Yes. That's my family's house, more or less.
Man, I can't believe your family has the top 2 floors of a world-class high-rise all to itself.
Yeah, even high-ranking nobles would trip over themselves to secure a luxury suite like this.
I was afraid you guys would react exactly like you just did. That's why I just kept my mouth shut. Sure, it's large, but it's so pointlessly large for just 2 people, and the only servant we have is Sharon.
If you have Sharon, that's the only maid you need, even for a place this big.
You said it.
Well, we'll be guests here for the next 3 days. So, thanks for having us, Elisa.
Well, of course. Don't mention it.
My. Is it just me, or do I detect more than a hint of red on Lady Elisa's fair visage?
Could she be embarrassed?
I am not.
We're here on a field study, so could we at least try to take this a little more seriously?
I'll lighten up, Machias. It just wouldn't be a proper field study without one of us getting embarrassed about our family.
home, everyone.
Feels nice to be back. I'll just ignore how you popped up to greet us the moment we walked through the door.
I just couldn't wait to see you. Now, if you'll just follow me, I'll show you inside.
Well, I'm impressed.
This is even more grandiose than I'd expected.
You could see the whole town out there below. Talk about the lap of luxury.
Looks like a comfy place to take a nap. You guys really think so? I've been away from Ruhr for half a year, so I guess it does feel kind of nice to be home.
I guess that's natural.
I've already finished preparing dinner. Please, let me know whenever you're ready to eat.
Thank you.
I don't know about all of you, but I'm pretty hungry. What do you say we... Wait, actually we can't, can we? Mother said she'd be eating with us tonight, so we need to wait until she comes home. And there are quite a few things we need to ask her, too.
Well, actually, my lady, I'm afraid I received a call from the chairman earlier about that.
What?
Oh boy.
Lisa, if you wolf down so much food so quickly...
You'll get fat. Ah!
Oh, poor Lisa.
It's just this once. I eat a balanced diet the rest of the time.
But you've been bolting down every course so quickly, I'm surprised you haven't inhaled your napkin.
Maybe we're gonna need to rethink your stage outfit for the concert.
Crap. I almost forgot about that.
If you're worrying about us, you don't need to, you know? I know your mother promised she'd have dinner with us, but we all know she's a busy woman.
And she said she'd try to make some time for us tomorrow instead.
But still... It's not that it bothers me so much, but she sits on Thor's board of directors. Who's she meeting with that's so important she can't even clear a little time to see us? She got off the Lusitania already, didn't she?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to say. She's not out on a date with a gentleman or engaging in any lascivious behavior, if that puts your mind at ease.
That's not what I'm worried about. Not even close. Honestly, hearing she was seeing a man might even put my mind at ease.
Elisa?
Well, we have the rest of the night free, so might as well enjoy ourselves. You're welcome to look around the house as much as you want, but under no circumstances are you to set foot in my or Sharon's bedroom without our express permission. I know. That's our Lisa. I heard you might have a private library here. Might I be able to peruse your collection? Of course. Would you show him the way, Sharon? As you wish, my lady. Guess we should nail down the rest of the stuff for our festival concert, too. Yeah. There's still a few bits we need to make some final decisions on. You want me to help out with that? Nah. I'd rather keep you fresh. I'd rather keep you fresh so I can get your opinion on our finished plans as a whole. We want an honest first impression on whether you think what we've got will go over with the audience. All right. Makes sense to me. Well, good luck. Anyway, let me show you to my room, Fee. Thanks. Alright. So I think I'm gonna end it off here for tonight. For all the new viewers, thank you for showing up. Frost of the Box, you're probably not still here, but if by some stretch of the imagination you are, thank you for the raid. I wish that I had things more set up so that way I could shout out and everything properly, but unfortunately I still haven't figured out how to do that kind of stuff yet. I'm still kind of new to interacting with being raided. Anywho, if you for all the newcomers, if you'd like to stay up to date on when I go live, who I go live with, what I'll be streaming, and all of that, do go give my social medias a follow, Twitter and Blue Sky. I generally post when I'm going live and all that stuff there, and whatnot. As well, if you joined in late, and you for those who did join in late and you want to see how everything started, go give my YouTube channel a subscribe. I always post the VODs of the streams the day after I stream them, around 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And with that all being said, I should be back tomorrow around my usual time, somewhere between 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So, as I always say, thank you all for coming, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.